Hey friends, hope you're doing well today. I'd like to share a small story with you. There once lived a young boy with his mother. One day the mother decided to do the laundry, so she went to the lake, and while she was doing the laundry, the small little boy wanted to go for a swim. So he removes his shirt and he jumps right into the lake. And while the mother was washing, the boy was swimming around. And after a few minutes, the mother just looks at the boy and realizes that he's way deep inside the lake. And as the boy is swimming in the lake, she notices that an alligator is kind of swimming towards him. After seeing the alligator, the mother frantically starts yelling and shouting, asking the boy to come back to the shore. The boy instantly hears his mother's voice, and he could notice that the distress that she was having in her voice. So he starts swimming back to the mother. And the boy was a good swimmer. He swam really fast, and he almost reached the shore when the alligator came and caught his leg from behind. Frantically, the mother goes and holds on to the boy's arm. Now, at that very moment, there was a tug of war. There was the alligator that was pulling him into the deep end of the water, wanted to finish him, and his mom was holding his hands so that she could save the little boy. And it was a big struggle. The alligator is really strong, it's really powerful, but mother's love is even more powerful, and she never let go of his hands. She caught hold of him. And in that couple of seconds where there was a tug of war, the nearby villagers came running to their help, and they hit the alligator on the head and they shoot it away. And fortunately, the boy was saved. He had a lot of injuries on his legs. He almost lost his leg because of the force of the alligator. But God was good that his leg was restored and he was at the hospital, recovering. So he was like the local hero and the local talk of the town, that this boy survived an alligator attack. The news reporter came to the boy in the hospital and wanted to take his interview. The news reporter instantly looked at the legs where the alligator got hold of him, and the news reporter kept saying that your legs have been scarred, look at your legs, you're really lucky that you got saved. The boy smiled back at the reporter and told him, he's like, I'm not worried about my legs. That scar that's on my leg is a bad scar, it's a bad memory. But the scars you see on my hands, that's a good scar, that's a good memory. And the reporter asked him why. The boy said, look, when the alligator caught my leg, my mother caught hold of my arms. And because of that, because of the struggle, there were some scars that could be seen on my hands. So whenever I look at this scar, I feel, loved, I feel inspired, and I know that my mother loves me unconditionally. Friends, when we look at this story, we can understand two things from this. That there is a constant battle between good and evil. Just like the alligator, Satan comes up to you really strong, really powerful. But at the same time, the love of the mother, the Christ love, is so immense that he will never let you go. And in our daily lives, we always face some challenges. We always face some problems that we're all facing. Friends, every battle in our life has a scar. We can either look at it in a negative way, or we can look at it in a positive way. We can look at the good things that happen to us when we have battles in our lives. We can look back and say, the alligator was really strong. But we can also look back and say, our mother's love was immense that she never let go. Friends, we always have to look at the positive side of things in life. That's where we know that Christ is really working in our life, because Christ will never let go. Christ's love is so immense that he'll never let us go. No matter what, how powerful or how challenging the situations are, Christ is always holding our hands. And we know, ladies and gentlemen, that when we trust in him, he's fighting our battles. When we read Exodus chapter 14, verse 14, it says, the Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. You only need to be still. Just like that boy, he was still sitting. The poor fellow couldn't move. He was still because the alligator caught his legs and his mother was catching his hands, and he was still. But he knew that his mother was going to pull him out. And that's the battle, ladies and gentlemen, that Christ is fighting for us. We can do nothing. We can just be still and have faith and trust in the Lord that we'll come out victorious. And yes, there will be scars in our life, but it's more important to look at the scars that has renewed us, enriched us, and given us the ability to overcome our challenges. Take care. God bless.